Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to Lauderhill TV. It's another week and I'm excited to be here. We have an amazing guest coming up in just a few moments. But before we do that, let us do this. Advertise for free on Lauderhill TV while the offer lasts. Call 954-279-3893 for the details. Welcome, 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 Dr. Lavern Deer. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Please let me apologize by the way I look on this screen right now, but I am jumping from one time zone to the next.
I know. Listen, I'm just so happy that you're here. I'm going to allow you to hold the phone up. Is it the phone you're having or the tablet?
Yes, it's the phone.
Okay, so you go ahead and hold the phone up and have it like right in front of your eyes, so I can look into your eyes. Yeah, that's gonna be good for this show.
Better. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just switch over to that screen so that we can be almost the same size. Okay. Listen, I know you've just flown in from somewhere. How was your day been?
You know, it's been great. Just getting in from Costa Rica. And
Costa Rica?
Yes, they are a stress-free group. If you thought Jamaica was a stress-free island, Costa Rica is even more so. So my flight was actually delayed, which is why I'm here at the airport doing the interview now. I just landed.
Yes.
But it was good. I didn't let it bother me. It was a safe flight.
Good.
I was looking forward to coming home. So I'm home now.
Very good, very good. I want to give a big shout out to those who are watching. If you're in Facebook, come and join us on YouTube. Just do a quick search for Lauderhill TV on YouTube and come and join us over there. That's where we can keep track of our numbers and I can see who you are, because right now I can see there's a few people in the Facebook, but I don't know who you are. So either leave your name in the Facebook or come and join me on YouTube. Welcome to Lauderhill TV. This is a brand new YouTube and Facebook channel. I'm excited to get this launched, and we're just in pre-launch phase at the moment. So if you're listening for the first time, welcome, first of all, and don't be a stranger, and tell somebody about Lauderhill TV, because this is something that's going to be quite a big thing. I can feel it in my bones. Welcome to Madeline. I know you are out and about as well, doing double duty or triple duty. Eric is here. Welcome, Eric. Good to see you as always. And Dr. Regina Pierre is here. Robertson. Good evening to you, Millissa, and everyone who is on. Thank you so much for greeting everyone. And Barbara Herman, president of Environ Cultural Center. We're going to be talking about what's going on at Environ in just a little bit. So thanks so much. Do, Barbara, go ahead and share. Let people know. I'd love to get more people from the Environ community to be a part of the Lauderhill TV. And I would love to speak to you at some point, Barbara, on the channel as well. All right, so Eric says, I'll try YouTube, but won't know if I can log in. No problem, Eric. You can hang out here. I see your name, so you're good to go. All right, I think we've got quite a few more people coming in now, so that's awesome. Definitely continue to share. Much more great information coming up in just about 1 minute. All right, so don't go anywhere. Share, get yourself a drink. We are ready to go. Our guest is here and we are ready to go. All right. Advertise for free on Lauderhill TV while the offer lasts. Call 954-279-3893 for the details.
At Shamslaw Financial Services, we specialize in credit services and insurance services. As a financial social worker, I'm here to help you maximize your credit score with thinking outside of the box.
Located in the city of Lauderhill, Mercy's Healthcare Registry have been serving the AIDS community for over 15 years. As a staffing agency, we hire HHAs, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Give us a call today, 954-572-3699.
AutoVision Mobile Care, Broward's trusted car care service center for over 16 years. Call us at 954-336-8765 for your next service appointment. AutoVision Mobile Care.
Do you need to do a level 2 background check? Scan the barcode to schedule your appointment today, or give us a call 954-572-3699.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Lauderhill TV. I'm here with my guest, Dr. Lavern Deer from the Female Development World Organization. She's the founder, as a matter of fact. And it's my honor and my pleasure to speak to you, Dr. Lavern. I think it might be my first time calling you doctor. Is that right?
No.
No, you did it before?
We were on. Just listen. I am a full supporter of Lauderhill TV. When I saw this, I was like, yes,
awesome.
Because I love the work that you do. You've been supporting us. You came to our gala, and you interviewed our guests, made them feel so welcome, gave them that awesome experience. So this is only a greater things for you, and I support you 100%.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That's good to hear.
Yes.
So, Dr. Lavern Deer, a newly doctoral, what's the word?
Title.
Title?
Well, so this I want to say since 2021, on May 29th, I was conferred as well on the same day. I also received a proclamation from the city of North Miami Beach. So May 29 is a special day for me.
Wow.
From this point forward.
Beautiful.
Getting to recognition. So yes, the doctorate is as a result of the charity work that I've been doing throughout the years.
Wow. And you've done so much. Ever since I've known you, you've been working and helping the young women and the people who are involved in human trafficking, trapped there or caught up somehow. So let's talk about that. Before we do, just give a little bit more background of who you are and how you actually formed the Female Development World Organization.
So thank you again. My name is Lavern Deer. Some call me doctor for formality, but I am an easygoing, passionate person, care about my community, and crazy enough to believe that one day I'll be able to change this world working with people like you all, because I can't do it by myself. But I started the Female Development World Organization back in 2013 as a result of seeking to help the Jamaica Reggae Girls, which, by the way, they, for the second time, they are qualifying for the FIFA Women's World Cup. That was, yes, give them a shout out and best wishes. Shortly after, they got the support, then I started with the social development issue around the social development prong around my organization being taking a holistic development approach, and started helping young girls who were sexually abused, not just here, but also in Jamaica by serving on the
Okay.
But are you hearing me?
Yes, I have now. It just stopped for a second, but you're back.
Okay. So yeah, I started the Female Development World Organization with a focus on helping girls who are sexually abused. I'm serving on an international board, Eve for Life, which is an organization in Jamaica that helps young girls who are sexually abused. And from there, I came and I introduced that issue to the Jamaican diaspora here, including our local elected officials. Knowing that we have the same issues and concerns here, it was, it only made sense to start raising awareness around that same issues here within South Florida, and particularly the Caribbean community as well. So from there, our focus is around awareness. So we started hosting community events. We hosted a symposium back in 2018. Then Barrington Russell attended and was able to help us to put together a bill, and where we started our legislative work in Tallahassee to start raising awareness around the bill. The bill didn't pass the first year, but however, the second time around.
I love that you did not give up. I mean, it's such a great story. Yes, carry on.
Thank you. So in the next year, we worked with Senator Perry Thurston and Patricia Williams, who are both in the Broward County area, and directly target the school to start teaching human trafficking education in schools. Did some press conferences, attended quite a few committee meetings in Tallahassee, made my voices heard. Shortly after, the bill passed in the House, but it stopped in the Appropriations Committee in the Senate. However, the Department of Education, who is owner of that bill now anyway, owner of that statute, they went ahead and adopted the bill and made it into a policy. So it is now Florida statute, Florida law, Florida becoming the first state to be teaching human trafficking education in schools.
Wow.
So that type of advocacy was amazing for me, because I was shocked myself when, we got that happening so quick.
So just repeat for those at the back there. Repeat what exactly the bill was that you were instrumental in passing.
It's to teach human trafficking education. We went straight to the schools because I knew that the children are the ones who are most affected. Wow. They're the ones who are being preyed on. So why not equip them with the knowledge and the education that they need to identify and realize when these dangers are coming to them? And they spend most of their days and their time of the day in school. So while they're there, we propose to have that language in the health curriculum. Parents were able to opt out if they didn't want their children to learn. However, it is mandated for the schools to teach this, to teach the children the warning signs of it. So it's a big deal because we're going directly to the source who are being affected by it.
That's
and
amazing.
Florida leading the way, being third in the nation with reported cases of human trafficking. Florida has been in the news for a lot of stuff lately. Oh, yeah. But this was one thing that I was proud of the state of Florida to make a statute and to lead the way in educating our children.
That's wonderful. Now, there are a lot of good things that are being done in the community, in the world, but this is so important. This is something that can really, really change lives, and young lives in particular. Mm-hmm. So yes, congratulations on that. I really, really
thank you.
That.
Awareness is key. It's important to try to prevent someone from going into that lifestyle of being trafficked, mm-hmm. because a lot of individuals who are trafficked don't even know that they're being trafficked. And some of them don't make it out alive. Wow. And some of them, the ones who do make it out alive, you have now mental trauma that they have to deal with for the rest of their life. Yeah. So it's a lifetime imprisonment for them. So why not try to educate someone and prevention. That has been my focus and will continue to be my focus.
Okay, so let's talk about the event that you're going to be the symposium, but I also want you to after that is to talk about the play
program.
The play program. Even though this I guess this season is finished, I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing it again.
Listen, I went back to BSO and we are waiting. We applied again, so we're waiting to see. We haven't heard anything back yet, but we are confident. The program was such a success. All right.
Let's hold off for that a second. Let's talk about this, and then we're going to come back and talk about that program. So here it is, guys. This is the event. Talk about this event that's coming up on Tuesday of next week.
So this event is a perfect example of the event I mentioned that we started in 2018. That event.
All right. It looks like her connection is not so good. She's at the airport right now, and her connection is not so good. So I'm sure she's going to come back in a couple of seconds.
Yes,
hopefully.
There you go.
There she goes. There you
go.
Okay,
yes.
Go ahead.
This event is the exact same thing that we did in 2018 by hosting a community event, right? So then was in the city of Lauderhill. So that bill really originated from the city of Lauderhill symposium that we did with the elected officials back then. Shortly after that, we went into another city, which was Oakland Park, and we held the same symposium. And another elected official went back and put policies and ordinances in place to protect her community. Here we are in the city of Lauderhill now with the same symposium, same style, where we're bringing together elected officials. As you can see on the flyer, we're bringing together law enforcement. But these events are not successful just by having them. They're successful by the partnership that we build. And we're proud to say that, we've established some amazing strategic partnership through the years. In this particular event, we have partnered with the City of Lauderhill Police Department and Environ Cultural Center.
Okay.
Now, that's a big deal. A big deal because Environ Cultural Center is in the middle of the city.
Yes.
It has its own community base that they cater to. And for them to find and see the need of this to protect their community is, to me, is a big deal, because the police alone cannot do it. You know, trafficking is very prevalent in Broward County.
Wow.
You know, whether individuals want to acknowledge it or not. But having law enforcement, we know that law enforcement alone can't do it. So we have, as a community, have to come together and work together to help support the work that they're doing. Because a lot of the times, the crimes that we see, it starts in our community first, and then we call law enforcement to come and help. So partnering with organizations such as Environ Cultural Center is a big deal for us. We are having, it's an anti-human trafficking symposium with the title of Creating Safer Neighborhood. Human trafficking is not only sex trafficking, it's also labor trafficking. Oh. But it is a multi-billion-dollar industry that's affecting our community. Partnering with organizations such as BSO, who, again, I know we'll talk about the play program after this, but Colonel David Holmes, we invited him to our charity gala last year. And after hearing the work that we're doing in the community, he pledged that whatever him and his office can do to support our efforts, that he will do so. So when we met, we had about 3 meetings after the gala. And then we, you know, June is Caribbean American Heritage Month. Our Council General wanted us to do something to talk about and address the Caribbean community. So when I presented it to Colonel Holmes, he was on board. And so we then went to other expert subject matter and presented the idea that we want to host a symposium. The focus is going to be around creating a safer neighborhood, although it's being hosted in Lauderhill, but it's also going to benefit the entire Broward County, as well as Dade County, because one of our guest speakers is also from Dade County.
Okay.
You're going to have expert subject matters who are going to come to speak about it from a law enforcement perspective. Mm-hmm. We have a representative from the City of Lauderhill Police Department, Sergeant Atina Jackson, and she specializes within the human trafficking crimes. We have Miss Jamara Johnson. She is the president of the Broward Human Trafficking Coalition, and she's another big advocate within Broward County who has been doing this for many years. That will be there sharing her knowledge. We have Mr. Elvis Keynes, who is a violence and prevention from the intervention division within Dade County Human Services Department. So he's going to come and speak. And not just, you know, these individuals are not just coming and speaking from their professional background, but they're also speaking from their cultural background. Mm-hmm. Because as I stated, June is Caribbean American Heritage Month. So you have someone like Mr. Keynes, who's from St. Kitts. He will be coming and speaking, from his experience, as well as we have Dr. Nadia Assad, who's another stalwart in the city of Lauderhill. She has been working in this area for many years, working with children. She understands also the social impact and the cultural impact of trafficking and the trauma that it has on communities. So she will be speaking in that regard. And of course, Miss Jeanette Brooks George, who she is an educator. She also taught in Parkway, which is also a school in Lauderhill. So we have a packed, you know, when I look at the speakers that's on this, I'm like, man, this is like some Beyonce show.
This is going to be jam-packed with some amazing quality, knowledgeable speakers. Yes. I've got to mention something that one of our guests, Paula Scott, has mentioned. She said Lauderhill is actually a hotspot for human trafficking. At least that's what her research has shown. And she's very, very much into youth development as well. She has a program called PS Youth.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you say to that? That Lauderhill is a hotspot for human trafficking.
The whole Broward County is, and I am so glad. That's a caring resident right there who knows and understands her community, because that's really where it starts. It starts with the residents who lives in the community to know what's going on in their community and to get involved. She's on the show now. She understands through her research, then she understands the effect of trafficking within the community. And of course, now she's doing her part by supporting events like these and ensuring that her neighbors and everyone else understands and know that this is happening. So yes, in fact, just recently, a young girl was found, her body was found on the side of the expressway. And the grandmother in the Sun Sentinel article stated that this young girl, she was 21 at the time, that she was trafficked from she was 14.
Oh my word.
So Ms. Scott does know what she's talking about. You know, for those who may want to say this is only happening overseas, you know, it's not happening here. It's happening right in our backyard. And that's why it's so important for Female Development World Organization to go into these communities individually and speak within these communities, work with the elected officials, the law enforcement per community, so they can be educated. The residents can come, they can hear, they can see what their law enforcement are doing and work together, because that's the only way we're going to put a dent in this multi-billion-dollar industry.
Now, you said it's a multi-billion dollar industry, and because it's so big, you know, you're literally only making a dent, but you know, the work that you're doing is so significant. So, you know, we appreciate you for that. And many people may think, okay, it's not happening right on my doorstep. It's not happening to anybody I know. It's got nothing to do with me. What do you say to that? And, you know, and that's the importance of this event, really.
So let me tell you, our Consul General, Oliver Mayer, he saw the need to bring this event together. So he reached out to me and said, Lavern, we need to do something within our community. As I stated before, Colonel Holmes made the statement that he is going to do whatever it takes to help. When I went to our police chief in Lauderhill, and she did everything that she could to help us to make this event happen. That's because it's happening right here. They would not be supporting events like these if the people of law enforcement did not see and realize that there is a need for it. So for those who think that it doesn't happen here, sit back and look at the individuals who are on this panel. They're not wasting their time just for show. I'm sure they don't just want their picture on a flyer. They want to make changes within their contacts. So Chief Stanley, kudos to you. Thank you so much for caring enough about your residents and recognizing that law enforcement alone can't do it. Kudos to all the panelists that are on here. And I myself is going to be moderating the event, which this is my first time moderating it. I've usually had individuals moderating it, but this time I am taking on that, wearing that hat, and it's going to be, you know, knowledgeable parents. We're not the only influence in our children's lives. You know, you send your kids to after school activities, you send your kids to the park all the time. And because of that, you should educate yourself, be with the folks who know. And so this way you can gain knowledge and nuggets to go back and teach your children to help keep them safe.
Okay, so talk about exactly where it's happening and, you know, the time and all of that.
So the event is going to be at 3800 Environ Boulevard, Lauderhill, Florida, 33319. You can reach out to 954-731-4022. It's at the Environ Cultural Center, Tuesday, which is next Tuesday, June 27 at 6 p.m. Another note is we've been working with the Jamaica National Human Trafficking Task Force. They wanted to come, but of course time ran out, but more than likely we will have a representative representing at the event. So it's going to have an international base with it as well. Because, you know, Florida is a border state, so it's important that we work with our Caribbean community as well. So we're looking forward to seeing everyone. Tell someone, don't take it for granted. It's in your city. Show up while it's in your city. We're looking to take these events citywide, statewide. But while we're here in the city of Lauderhill, we're asking everyone to come out. The mayor has confirmed, Mayor Thurston has confirmed that he will be in attendance. Commissioner Denise Grant has confirmed that she will be in attendance.
Awesome.
And we're reaching out to the other elected officials. So we're asking the resident to come on out. Protect your city. It starts with you. Protect your children. It begins with you. And we all have it in us, and we owe it to our children to protect them before these incidents happens to them.
Right. Paula also says, at Florida Department of Transportation, we train staff on human trafficking as well. I actually led that training via Transportation Leaders Against Human Trafficking. Wow.
Very nice. Congratulations, Paula. Keep up the great work.
Yes, exactly. Through USDOT, airports, transit, rail, trucking on board. Wow, that's huge.
And that's how you put a dent in it, right? Because I alone can't do it. Paula alone can't do it. You alone can't do it with your platform. But if we all come together and use our skills and talents and our resources, little by little, we can chip away at it.
Exactly. And you're a fine example of that, because you passed that bill. You were instrumental in having that bill passed. Just remind us again what that bill was and what it does.
So the bill, it became a statute in the state of Florida, making Florida the first state to teach human trafficking education in school by the Department of Education. So every year, the schools are supposed to send a report to the Department of Education as a report card as to where they are in implementing the lessons, and as well as how well it is progressing. So this is something that the state of Florida has started. And in fact, I was in Washington, D.C. 2 weeks ago, and I met another advocate from the state of Texas. Texas is number 2 in reported case of human trafficking. And once I shared with her what I was doing, right away she wants to tap in. Okay, I need you to help me, because I now need to go to my legislators and I need to talk to them. Well, I'm looking for someone from California, which is number 1. And if we can work together, then we will start to see a little dent into this. So keep up the good work, people like Paula, with what you're doing in doing the training, because 90% of abuse, according to statistics, can be prevented through education. Educate.
And what you're doing is so great, because you've actually created a blueprint for the other states to follow. So you're going to have to talk to more people from the different states to have this go worldwide. It's amazing what you're doing. Just real quickly before I let you go, talk about the Play program. So I'm sure maybe some people have never heard of what that is. So
the Play program is a spin-off of the bill that I worked with the legislators with, right? So after the Department of Education made it mandate for the schools, the Broward Sheriff's Office, I applied for a grant there, and I presented the program, which this was completely new. I presented a program to start teaching children between the ages of 8 to 14. So now we're going directly in the community. Yes, they're being taught in school, but we wanted to reinforce it by going directly into the community. Well, luckily and surprisingly, they approved it. It was amazing. These children, at first, parents were a little skeptical because they didn't understand. But once they started hearing and understanding, the children start going home and telling their friends about what they're learning in the program, because, it is not just sex trafficking. Yes, you use the terminology, but it is how you deliver the content for them to be able to resonate and to understand. So the children, they start telling their friends and bringing their friends. The Boys and Girls Club of Lauderhill, they heard about the program, and they start busing their children to the park at Veterans Park every fourth Saturday that we was having this program. We incorporate the environment. We wanted to teach the correlation between how the environment, affects how we have to take care of the environment, because when people are uprooted due to these natural disasters, that's when they become vulnerable to these type of activities. So we included the environment, and the children, they absorbed it. The last session, the second to last session, was an arts piece. And I was amazed to see what, we strategically put that piece last, that section last. the children was asked to demonstrate what they have learned throughout the program through their expression in arts. I was amazed. We were all amazed of how much they have learned, and they presented through the art, whether they drew it, and some of those kids are artists. They drew pictures of the earth and how we should protect the ocean.
Wow.
They drew a picture of how even your mental state, that you should go out, be outside more, go to the beach.
Yes.
You know, it was just amazing. We learned from them and was so excited from them.
Wow.
And then the last session, we took them to the Museum of Discovery and Science. And need I say more, that we ended it with a bang. We gave them a picnic in the park. And then they watched a movie at the museum. They were able to see the things, the different sites within the museum. So they left feeling so good. And then, of course, we gave them a certificate of appreciation. So yes,
awesome.
it was beautiful. A first time, and City of Lauderhill once again.
Listen, Lauderhill is rocking, man. Lauderhill is doing some great things, and that's why I'm so excited about Lauderhill TV
so we're
right now. All right, she's frozen a little bit. Let me just throw this message up here. Madeline says, "Thank you for Dr. Lavern for being an advocate for teaching on human trafficking. Looking forward to helping educate our communities." So you just froze for a second, but Madeline said, "Thank you, Dr. Lavern, for being an advocate for teaching on human trafficking. Looking forward to helping educate our communities." She's a parent leader in our community, a credible lady who's going to come up a little bit later today and give us what you've just talked about in Creole. In Creole. Did you hear that?
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yes.
Awesome.
So we're trying to really cover the Creole speaking community as well as others. That's what Lauderhill TV is bringing the community.
Very good. Very good. And we look forward. I want to say again, thank you to, my organization and our committee that has been working tirelessly. Our Counsel General, I mean, hats off to him because he didn't have to care, but he cared about his constituents and, saw fit to have us support us in this event. So kudos to him, kudos to all our speakers. And we look forward to everyone who's listening to please come on out and and then tell someone, share the flyer. I'm sure you have the flyer in your platform. You can go to FDWO.org or our website, FDWO, go to the events page. Environment Cultural Center is also sharing it. They have it in the center as well as they're sharing it. And I want to thank the team at Environment Cultural Center as well. Barbara, Jason, you guys are amazing, for taking the leadership and allowing us to bring this event to your city and partnering with us. So we thank you. We thank you for Lauderhill TV. I see this going very far.
Thank you, with your support.
And of course, if you have nothing else to do, you're welcome to come and set up a booth at the event.
I will be there. I'll have to talk to you about that, but I definitely will be there regardless. But yes,
beautiful.
Thank you so
Beautiful.
much.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else before I let you go? Before you just do a final wrap up, let me just also say to Paula said, amazing work. Marcia Gordon says, great information. And Dr. Robertson says, diversity. I'm going to just give you 1 minute to just wrap up right after this, okay? Advertise for free on Lauderhill TV while the offer lasts. Call 954-279-3893 for the details.
At Shams Law Financial Services, we specialize in credit services and insurance services. As a financial social worker, I'm here to help you maximize your credit score with thinking outside of the box.
Located in the city of Lauderhill, Mercy's Healthcare Registry have been serving the AIDS community for over 15 years. As a staffing agency, we hire HHAs, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Give us a call today, 954-572-3699.
AutoVision Mobile Care, Broward's trusted car care service centre for over 16 years. Call us at 954-336-8765 for your next service appointment. AutoVision Mobile Care.
Do you need to do a level 2 background check? Scan the barcode to schedule your appointment today, or give us a call 954-572-3699.
We're back again. It's Lauderhill TV speaking with Dr. Lavern Deer from the Female Development World Organization. And the event you have coming up on Tuesday, just in 1 minute or so, could you just sum it up and let us know again why we should attend?
So you should attend because our goal is to create safer communities. As Paula stated, it's very prevalent in her city. She knows that by being a resident there, as well as in the work that she's doing. So we have this slew of expert subject matter who is giving up their time next Tuesday, June 27 at 6 p.m. to come and share knowledge. If we want it to be interactive, so we'll be taking questions from the audience. The event is free. We do ask that you go to Eventbrite, Creating Safer Neighborhoods, and register. Again, Eventbrite, Creating Safer Neighborhoods, and register. Refreshments will be served because we know people will be coming from work. Mm-hmm. So we want to share a little refreshment to keep you while you're there. It's, again, the Caribbean Anti-Trafficking Committee that is supporting local and international communities. That was commissioned by Oliver Mayer, Jamaica's Consul General to the Southern USA. We asked the community to come on out. We have Sergeant Atina Johnson directly from the city of Lauderhill. We would like to thank Chief Stanley for her leadership in partnering with us, as well as Colonel David Holmes from Broward Sheriff's Office. This is a high level within Broward Sheriff's Office that will be in attendance, everyone. We have the city of Pompano, who also confirmed that their law enforcement will be there. The mayor of Lauderhill has confirmed that he will be there. So, and then of course we have Ms. Jamara, who's the president of the Broward Human Trafficking Coalition, but she also works with the state attorney's office. So come in here from that angle as well. Mr. L. Keynes, who is a violence prevention and intervention division from Safe Space program within Dade County. So we're also having Dade County being represented. Dr. Nadia Assad, another educator, she will be speaking from the cultural diversity aspect. And of course, Ms. Jeanette Brooks, who will be speaking from the education aspect. So we have it all covered for you to be there on Tuesday. You can go to our website, fdwo.org/events, go to our events page. The link to register on Eventbrite will be there. You can also share the flyer and the information. It's on all our social media platform. For more information, you can call 954-731-4022. We'll be at the Environ Cultural Center, and I want to thank the Environ Cultural Center. Remember, June is Caribbean American Heritage Month, so we want to recognize, the trauma that our Caribbean individuals are also experiencing. We want to thank the leaders of the Caribbean American that will be there and supporting the event as well. So it will be star-studded packed event. Come, learn, leave on understanding how to protect your community, yourself, and your family.
Absolutely amazing, Dr. Lavern Deer. You never let us down. You're doing such great work in the community. Highly, highly recommend everybody come to that event. I'll be there. And also, Dr. Lavern Deer, as you may have seen in the advertisements, if you have a 15-second commercial that you want to put on the show at any point, just get in touch with me. Okay. And during our pre-launch, we are doing it for free until we get to a certain level, and then and awesome. Also tell people also about the channel Lauderhill TV on YouTube and Facebook. And I appreciate you for all you do.
I guess I should also thank Fort Lauderdale Airport for agreeing for me to use their little quiet spot to do this interview, because it was that important. So yes, now I'm looking forward to going home and seeing my mom, who I haven't seen in almost a week. So thank you for having me. I look forward to serving, and I look forward to seeing the residents of Broward County and Lauderhill on next Tuesday. Have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Thank you so much.